Hello and welcome to another very uneventful Mother Bitcoin video. This is the place I try to teach people who care less about economics. Here we go. Why is Bitcoin important? Bitcoin is important because it is the hardest money ever known to man. Yes, the most difficult things to obtain, to have, happen to be the things that we humans use as our most important de facto money. What do I mean by that? Years ago, the Europeans would show up in boats in different countries in Africa. The Africans at the time had these little glass beads. They were using those as money because for the Africans, those were hard to make. They were hard to make more of at that time. So of course, the Europeans, knowing this, would float back to Europe, fill their boats up with little glass beads, and then float back to Africa and own those countries that use those glass beads. This has been done with limestone, different types of rocks, and different types of shells that happen to be rare in certain areas at certain times. And this is what we refer to as a hard money. The best example of our hardest money that we've had known to humans up until 2009, the hardest money we've ever had is called gold. 黄金就是我们最硬的钱，说硬就是最难拿出来的东西，最难就是最不容易有这个东西就会当做我们的钱。So, what I mean by what I'm saying is essentially Bitcoin. It began in 2009. And for the first time in human history, we had our hardest money known to man. We've never had such a hard money, and with a finite supply, a limited supply. 它有限。你到200万, basically 21 million, you can have no more. What's even more interesting about that is that Bitcoin, when it was valueless, we lost roughly a third of all Bitcoins. So it's been said. So how to make this show interesting? And 如果说你没有什么兴趣，你没有对着钱兴趣, that's okay. Most people in the world don't have a lot of interest in economics or money. But why am I making a show about economics and money when most people don't have interest in it? Is because it's so important and it's so interesting. 它是最重要的东西，非常有趣的一个东西，钱。It builds our history. It builds our society. It builds our culture. 因为它就我们的文化，我们的社会，我们的历史。就是因为钱. So that's why I make a show about it, because although people tend to not have any interest in it, it's frighteningly interesting. It's so interesting. So I present it to you as an answer. Bitcoin is an answer. 它来自边处理我们人最大的问题. What is our biggest problem? What is our 最大的问题?人类的最大的问题, our biggest problem as people is having a stable, fair money that cannot be manipulated. 我们最大的钱就是我们需要某一种钱，某一种东西不会这么那么容易，就是有很多参污，有可以这么说吧，参污 and 它不能一直发多一点. So our problem with money is that we have a type of money in the system that we use today where not only do our overlords own the machines that consistently print the $100 bills and the $100 euros, 把它们印出来, but also it's as easy as this. Obama needs billions of dollars. So what do the central banks and our overlords do? They go like this. There's $100 billion, Obama. So we have owners. This should be interesting to the entire population because you can use money to have people do whatever it is you want. I'm no different. Everybody can be moved, can be steered, can be driven. 每一个人就是已经被钱控制了. That's the way the world works. And if you don't think so, you're wrong. The media that you pay attention to, the cultures that we have, and the history, whether it be real or fake history, it's all based in money. So this episode of Mother Bitcoin has to do with hard money. We have a hard money is the most difficult thing to obtain and not make more of and have a finite amount. 那个比特币它有限，你不能超过他们原来的密码。There will only ever be 21 million, and 1/3 of those were lost. This is extremely interesting. And then you add to that the people that control the media through their ownership of our money is telling us not to buy it while they themselves are buying it. This should also open your eyes. If somebody wanted to have a good future, then they would need money to have a good future. You cannot exist in this world without having money or having assets to be able to afford one's life. Also, the fact that we're alive now at this point in history, and Bitcoin has been alive for going on 11 years. It's in our humans' best interest to have some. You can not buy Bitcoin. You cannot, that would be fine. I'm not on this show here to tell people to buy Bitcoin. I'm really not. I make this show here not to just have a show or listen to myself talk. Not at all. It's really a point to the very few people that will eventually watch this show. If they really listen to what I am saying, I could vastly improve their future. You can look back at this show 10 years from now, this video, and you'll say, holy shit, when Bitcoin was under 10,000 US dollars, it was a great time to buy it. It's very important that we understand what Bitcoin is. It's a code that's inside of the HTTP internet that cannot be removed. So no matter what you do, no matter how the powers in the world deal with Bitcoin, it will continue to grow. Its market cap will continue to grow. And when its market cap grows, so does its price. Why will its market cap grow? Why will its price grow? Its market cap and price will grow because everything else we use in the world is based on lies and manipulation and control by the extreme few. And these extreme few have given us all of our world wars, as I've mentioned in previous videos. 所以你一定要注意一下这个比特币这个东西到底是什么. The media has told us not to buy it, yet the most powerful people in the world are buying it. 那个媒体的人，他们控制媒体，就叫我们一定不要买比特币，它就是坏人的东西. Why are they saying that to us? It's incredible. While they say this, and they want to protect people from Bitcoin, but it's fine for them. They make it very easy for you to go into a 加油站, to a gas station, 买很多乐透, You can go into any gas station and buy lottery tickets. You could spend all your money buying lottery tickets. They don't seem to care about that, do they? They don't really want to protect you, do they? The people who steal the most money are the people who have licenses and control banks, like Lloyd Blankfein and Jamie Dimon and these scumbags. This is not me just disliking people. This is me just giving straight facts. It's just factual. So the future of Bitcoin can be looked at if you understand how fake our money supply is, how fictitious it is. Why? Because they can always make more. While you're busy working and toiling, waking up and going to work when you don't want to, they can just, once you've saved a certain amount of money, they can just print more. And the more they print, the less your money is worth. Don't you notice every year, haven't you noticed, with every passing year, the value and the power of your money decreases? 你没有发现吗？过一年后，过每一年你的钱就是越来越虚弱，买越来越少东西。That's just the way money is designed. All paper money eventually goes back to its intrinsic value, its real value, which is zero. It grows and climbs and then comes back around and ends up at zero, just like the Deutschmark, the Drachma, anything else. 任何政府强迫我们用的钱，一定会就是以后不知道什么时候会就是原来的那个 value， 原来的价格就是零 zero. It's not worth anything. Paper is just paper. It has no intrinsic value. With Bitcoin, we have something of massive value. The whole world's against it, yet to have one, you have to spend over $7,000 US today. In the past, it went all the way up to $20,000 US. If they could kill it, they would. 如果中央银行任何政府可以杀了比特币，它现在不会存在啊。So you have to understand how amazing this is. This is an amazing, mind-blowing technology. And humans always move forth. They move forward hand in hand with technology, just like HTTP internet code. When the internet first came out, we were told by the media, the banking system who controls the media, not to use the internet. Please Google it. Yeah. The internet was just for drug users and terrorists and so forth. That's they told us don't use the internet. It's bad. It's evil. They tried to get us not to use it. Then when we all started using it, we used America Online. AOL, America Online. Now, America Online was a centralized business model, just like Facebook. Just a number of bosses, a company, and it died. It died because it had competition with something else that was decentralized. No single point of failure. No one boss. And as I've discussed many times, Bitcoin is a competition. It's a competition of hundreds of millions of computers trying to fill out the next page in a ledger. That's what it is. It's an amazing technology, and it's here for to save humanity in some way, to make humanity have something that we can have a default benchmark of value so we can understand what things are worth. That's really what it's going to do. Regardless of whether it can buy you a coffee at Starbucks, that doesn't really matter. That's got nothing to do with it. 比特币最重要的主要的用法就是它是我们固定的一个价值，一个固定的东西，所以我们知道那栋房子或是这辆车到底值多少钱。What is anything worth? If we if we can print more money anytime we want it, 如果我们可以随时发多一点钱, then what is anything worth? What is the value of anything if human emotion, 人类的他想要发多一点就会发出来了, then there's no standard, there's no 稳定的, there's no stable value in anything. That's Bitcoin's number one use case scenario, and it will be that at very least. Now, every individual Bitcoin can be chopped up into 100 million pieces. So it can buy you your coffee on second, third layer solutions. But we don't need it to do that. Bitcoin in its most fundamental form is just a messaging app. And it just does its very simplistic job, unhackable, unconfiscatable, untaxable. It just does its very simplistic job of sending out new blocks every 10 minutes to the computer who guessed the right number. Why this happens, I can get more detailed if someone would like more details on this subject and understand why this is happening or how this could possibly happen. I would love to talk about it. But for now, I'll just leave it there. Bitcoin is our future. Bitcoin is our de facto storage of value. How we understand what anything is worth in this world. We look to Mother Bitcoin to find that out. Thanks for watching.